Bill Clinton probably wishes everyone would forget what he said about Obamacare at a campaign stop for his wife last month.
The people that are getting killed in this deal are small business people and individuals who make just a little too much to get any of these subsidies. They're getting whacked. So you've got this crazy system where all of a sudden 25 million more people have health care, and then the people are out there busting it sometimes 60 hours a week, wind up with their premiums doubled and their coverage cut in half. It's the craziest thing in the world.
But voters don't have a problem refreshing the former president's memory. Check out this heated confrontation between Clinton and a rally-goer in the battleground state of Florida over President Obama's flailing health care law.
What?
You said what you say was the craziest thing, so why wouldn't we repeal it?
That is not at all what I said. No. Oh, really? Go read it. Don't read over the internet, get the whole thing. First, I campaigned hard for that law. Second, I risked losing the Congress to pass universal health care. Thirdly, I defended President Obama in 2010 and 2012, and he went up 5 points in the polls after I defended what he did with health care.
All right, Juan, that's the fired-up Bill Clinton we haven't seen on the trail for a while.
I like that. But I think it's a mistake in Bill Clinton, because I went back and, you know, you saw, and I think the audience saw, he said it.
Yeah,
right?
and then so I pulled up what he said the next day when he tried to fix it, and he has this whole thing about the Health Care Act did a world of good and the 50-something efforts to repeal it, that the blah, blah, blah. And he did try to fix it, but I think that...
Yeah, so my feeling
is... that a Pinocchio, or...?
Yeah, I'm just trying to help the former president
Well,
out.
I appreciate your generous spirit, but I'm saying he did say that, and it caused a stir, and it got lots of national attention. I mean, but he's talking about a crazy system, but he did say it. So, I mean, you got to own up to it. I will say this is an interesting campaign stop for him. He's in Southwest Florida. So 3/4 of the population of the area is Republican. It's about 1/4 Democrat, and they send Bill Clinton because when Clinton was running, he actually did very well. Obama won about 35% of the vote over there. And so here comes Bill Clinton, and I think it must have stirred up the Democrats there, but my gosh, I don't think it did well with the 3/4 of Republicans.
Well, and Eric, I wanted to ask you what their ultimate aim is. Like, when he's saying it's the craziest thing in the world, it's not because he thinks there should be more competition in the market. I think that the Democrats would like to see the single-payer program.
Well, yeah, but you think he said it was crazy that they didn't go far enough?
I don't know.
That's the left's trick on everything. Oh, it's not working out. Well, we didn't go far enough. The reality is, when he did say it, he said it. He was on a roll. It's a crazy system. We're squeezing the small businesses, the middle classes.
It sounded like you.
It is exactly right, though. He's 100% right. Been doing the whiteboards on Obamacare for 3 days. Talking about the right boards, right. And it is. It's squeezing small business and the individual. And so he comes forward, he admits it, and then this is the problem, though. This is what's wrong with American politics. The next day he says, I didn't say that. And then the next week later, whatever, 2 weeks later, he says, I never said it. Go look it up. I mean, come on. Of course he said it.
But it was entertaining. He was kind of Trump-esque, being all fired up about it. But, you know, I like when he speaks the truth.
Isn't it scary, though, when they really believe it? They're so fired up, they believe it. They're actually saying, I never said that.
Yeah, I thought we were all supposed to tell it like it is.
Like the O.J.
Have you missed Bill Clinton on the trail?
I just love it. His mouth always gets himself into trouble, no matter what he does. Obamacare is the public bathroom of government programs. Because if you look at it, you hear that there's like 22 million that are into it, but we lost 6 million. It's maybe about 16.9 million people, 3 to 7% of the population that are taking something that's free. It really is. It's the public bathroom of government programs. It is a last resort for people, and you always have to put newspaper down on the seat before you sit on it.
So you can read it later?
No.
Oh, no.
I hope not. I hope not. Eric, did you see the news today about Aetna? So the hits just keep on coming. They said basically they might pull out some of the exchanges.
And they might pull out a lot of the exchanges, leaving, like I said, in Oklahoma and 2 or 3 states with only one choice, some parts of Arizona with one choice or no choice. It's insane. And that's what happens when government gets too involved in, when they mandate something and then they don't allow for competition. I mean, even if you wanted to keep Obamacare and keep the health care exchanges, at least lift the rule about being able to sell it across state lines.
You know, what's interesting to me is
anti-American.
This plan was built on a Republican model that tried to increase competition, retain competition, not go to single payer. And so now,
look what happened. Look what happened.
Right. So in other words, they built a structure, Kimberly, that was intended to allow private companies to compete for services.
So it's a Republican.
And what I'm just saying is, and of course, Republicans then tried to block it, didn't vote for it, refused to fix it. I worry about that.
Wow.
Don't forget, one of the reasons why these healthcare companies are pulling out is because doctors are saying, I'm either not taking not taking
Medicaid
Obamacare and Obamacare.
Well, I'm just saying.
Or they're saying, you know what? I'm going to take it, but I'm going to jack up the price because if I take it, you're only going to pay me 11 or 15 cents.
Or I'm going to go become an accountant because it doesn't pay to be in healthcare.
Every doctor has to hire an accountant.
Oh, please. The doctors have to hire accountants anyway. But I'm saying to Greg's point, Greg, what do you think about Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid? You don't
well,
like
Social
those?
Security is our money.
Oh, yeah.
I would prefer, no, it's taken out of
the money you pay in.
Yes,
yes,
and I would prefer not to. In fact, at my age, I'm over a half a century. I would like to say, you can have my Social Security. You let me have the rest.
Yeah, you try that with the American people.
No, I think American people would much rather have their own private health savings accounts. They would like to do it themselves.
Well, you send that message to Washington. Washington will give them all their money back.
Yes.
And you know what? They won't have anybody to take care of them.
Up next, Greg talks about the biggest event of the year.
My birthday.